Story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all reading? I just can't wait to be hearing.
Good morning, and welcome to Story Time. Thank you for joining in. Happy Tuesday to you and your loved ones. Thank you so much for being here with us on Story Time. I hope that you are well, and I am always glad to be here with you, sending you hugs, the warmest of hugs this morning. Thank you so much for joining in, and I'm glad you're here. And to all the creators and everybody else that will be out here for the Bay Area Book Festival, I hope to see you there. I think lots and lots to learn from, lots that's happening. I cannot wait to be there and see that this weekend. But of course, before then, we have stories to read, we have stories to enjoy, journeys to take, and of course, learning to happen. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Like the moon loves the sky. This one coming back to Storytime. Yes, Hena Khan twice, 2 days in a row, and of course, Saffa Khan illustrations with this one, and of course, being read with permission of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Thank you so much for allowing us to share this beautiful book here today on Storytime. And of course, this one is coming back after a very short while. It's been here many times, and we're glad to bring it back some more. Thank you so much for joining in. This week, we continue to celebrate Muslim heritage, and of course, just learning, and of course, too, that showing that there's more than just religion to the Muslim culture. And we hope that, this week we get to shed light on a few of those things, like today's book, just loving parents, and just highlighting that, just living life like everybody else. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Absolutely glad that we're here together, learning together, and of course, learning to be better citizens of our communities. Thank you for being here, and I am glad indeed. Thank you. Remember too that on May 11th, which is only a few days away now, Jack the Library Cat and of course Marietta Apollonia will be here on Storytime. So look out for that. Of course, if you can, ask for this book at your local library. Make sure that they have it. Make sure you get it from there and read it or read along if you're able. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Absolutely love it that we're here together. And of course, June 3rd, we will be at Children's Fairyland for the amazing Children's Book Festival with wonderful creators. And yes, we'll be there. Storytime will be there too. So come and join us. Come and have fun with us. And of course, let your friends know who are in the Bay, or let your friends know in case they're planning a trip this way already. Thank you so much for joining us on Storytime. Excited for that one. And as you can see too in the picture, that is the California poppy, which is the official state flower of California. Well, the question to you is, what is the state flower in your state? What is your state flower? Let us know. I do have that queued up as well, but let us know. And if we can't find it in time, well, we'll pull it up and of course share it as well. But yeah, excited to be here. I don't know if anybody is joining us from Alabama today, but I can see that one already too. So please let us know, what is your state flower? Here in California, it is the California poppy. So welcome to story time. Let us see who is with us this morning, ready to enjoy a wonderful story. Good morning to you. How are you doing today, Megan? And of course, Ari. Good morning. Good morning. We're blowing bubbles outside. Oh, that sounds like so much fun. Please invite me next time. Thank you so much for joining in. Love it. Love that we're here together. Enjoy blowing those bubbles. And of course, enjoy the book that we have here together too. Thank you so much for joining in. Ari and Megan out there in Kentucky. What is your state flower? Let us know. Let us know. Thank you so much for joining in. Good morning to you out there in Illinois. You say happy Tuesday. Well, good morning to you, Sarah and Nathan out in sunny and blue Illinois. Well, we love you. Thank you so much for being here with us. And I hope that you're ready for today's story. Yes, indeed. This one is called Like the Moon Loves the Sky. Coming back to story time after a short while. And this one is written by Hena Khan, illustrations by Saffa Khan, published and read with permission of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for joining us on Story Time. Sharon Lungo and of course Soraya, thank you so much for joining in story time today. Soraya, I guess I gave away our state flower since we're in Oakland, which is the California poppy. But if you can think of another one that you'd like to share, pick a state of your choice and let us know what their state flower is. Thank you so much for joining in story time. Absolutely appreciate you. There's one. Megan and Ari say the Kentucky state flower is a giant goldenrod. Well, thank you so much for sharing that, and I can see that one right here as well. Thank you so much for joining in. Good sharing. Thank you. And to everybody else that is in too, let us know your state flower. So if you didn't know, Kentucky state flower is the giant goldenrod. There we go. Thank you so much for joining in story time. Absolutely love it. Catch me on the other side of this short break when we're back for more story time. Keep looking for those state flowers and let us know what they are for you. Join me. I'll be right back after this short break. Thank you indeed for being here with us on story time.
Hi everyone. My name is Lydia Yamaguchi. I'm one of the co-founders of Storytime with Mr. Lamata way back in 2020. And I am so glad that you are here to enjoy this story today. We love being able to bring these stories to people all over the world. And we hope that you share this with someone that you love too. Before I go, I want to remind you to drink some water today, move your body in a way that feels good, be kind to yourself, and be kind to someone else too. Again, thank you so much for being here. We love it, and enjoy this story. Thanks again.
Back indeed. Thank you, Lydia. And of course, thank you everybody that is joining in. And yes, just reminders as well. Out here in Oakland, actually, it will be raining maybe until about 9. So just be aware if you're going out now, remember to carry your rain jackets. If you're driving, please remember to drive just a little bit slower today too, just because the slick conditions can be hazardous indeed. So let's be careful out there. And of course, turn on those lights, look out, pay extra attention to those pedestrians and cyclists as well. So thank you so much for being careful out on the road. And of course, if we're out on the playgrounds, let's just make sure that maybe we run a little slower because it will be slippery indeed. Thank you so much for joining in. But wherever else you are, please check for your weather conditions and please we act accordingly to based on that. Thank you so much for being here with us on story time. What else do we have? Thank you so much for sharing. All right, there we go. Illinois state flower is the blue violet, appropriate considering how blue our sky is today. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much for sharing this morning. Good morning from Erin and Clara. Erin found a little snake in the backyard this morning. She's very excited. Well, thank you so much for joining in, and absolutely love it that we're here. What kind of snake was it? Please share pictures. I'm excited with you. I love snakes from a distance, though. I do love snakes. I do love watching documentaries about snakes and stuff, but and reading about them. But close up, I get a little scared for sure. And you say our state flower is the Mayflower and this gutter snake is our state snake. Well, there we go. There we go. Now I want to look up and see if California has a state snake. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. Thank you for sharing. We're learning together for sure. All right, here's our story for today. This one is called Like the Moon Loves the Sky. Like Story Time loves books. All right. Like the Moon Loves the Sky, written by Hena Khan, illustrations by Saffa Khan. And we're reading this one with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. A big thank you indeed to them for the many, many books that we've read here on Storytime and that we will continue to read, of course. Thank you for being here. And before I get started with this book, I'm just going to read the author's note before we go in, so it just gives us more depth on what we'll be reading. So here we go. And here the author Hena Khan says, and of course this book is dedicated to, Hena Khan says, to her children. And I just want to say to all the children out there, to all you amazing little ones, this one's for you today, as always. A note from the author. The phrase "Inshallah" is something I say throughout my day when making any plan or wishing anything for the future. From the most basic everyday intentions to my biggest dreams. It means if God wills it in Arabic, and is something that Muslims around the globe hear from the moment they are born and are taught to express as they learn to speak. The phrase, however, goes beyond Muslims in popular culture, and today is used throughout the Arabic-speaking world by people of many faiths to reflect the idea of a greater force or power beyond ourselves. It's a common theme found in other languages and cultures, as well as such as "Ojalá" in Spanish or "God willing" in English. As a parent, my most frequent prayers and wishes are for my children. And the phrase "Inshallah" is intertwined with each and every one. In uncertain times, it offers me comfort and strength. The book celebrates both the phrase and a mother's love and hopes for her child. Every line or wish in the book is inspired by the Quran, the Muslim holy book, which offers guidelines on how to live a thoughtful and grounded life filled with fairness, charity, justice, and most of all, love. These are universal values that transcend any particular belief system, and I hope they will resonate with all readers. And here is our book. So that's a note from Hena Khan there on the phrase "Inshallah." Like the Moon Loves the Sky, written by Hena Khan, illustrations by Saffa Khan, and read with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Inshallah, you are all that is gentle and good. Inshallah, you're all that is gentle and good. Good morning to you, Mateo and Leon. Good to see you here. Isabel, thank you for joining us. Inshallah, you are all that is gentle and good. Inshallah, you feel safe like all children should. Inshallah, you feel safe like all children should. Yes, indeed. Inshallah, you are everything that is gentle and good. Inshallah, you feel safe like all children should. Inshallah, you're kind to those most in need. Inshallah, you're kind to those most in need. Inshallah, you seek knowledge, reflect, and read. Inshallah, you seek knowledge, reflect, and read. Inshallah, you stand strong like a tree with firm roots. Inshallah, you stand strong like a tree with firm roots. Inshallah, you plant gardens filled with sweet fruits. Inshallah, you plant gardens filled with sweet fruits. Ah, yes. Inshallah, you plant gardens filled with sweet fruits. What is your favorite fruit? Ah. Inshallah, you have faith that won't waver or bend. Inshallah, you have faith that won't waver or bend. Yes, indeed. Inshallah, you reach out to make a new friend. Inshallah, you reach out and make a new friend. Sarah and Nathan, how does that blue sky compare to yours today? Inshallah, you reach out to make a new friend. Inshallah, you are thoughtful of plans that you make. Inshallah, you're thoughtful of plans that you make. Yes. Inshallah, you're thoughtful of plans that you make. Inshallah, you speak truth and work for its sake. Inshallah, you speak truth and work for its sake. Inshallah, you travel to thrilling new places. Yes, indeed. Inshallah, you travel to thrilling new places. Yeah. I hope you get to do that. Inshallah, you travel to thrilling new places. What new place would you like to visit? Inshallah, you count all your blessings and graces. Inshallah, you count all your blessings and graces. And I know that this one can be a hard one at times. So easy sometimes to focus on all the negatives around us or the negativity, but hope we have some time to just stop and look at all the blessings that we have. Inshallah, you count all your blessings and graces. Inshallah, you find wonder in birds as they fly. Inshallah, you find wonder in birds as they fly. Oh. Inshallah, you are loved like the moon loves the sky. Oh. Inshallah, you are loved like the moon loves the sky. Ah. And that is the end of our story today. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Glad we're here together. Glad to be with you here on Storytime. I'll catch you on the other side of this short break when we're back for more Storytime.
Hi, I'm Chad's older brother of Braylon, and I'm homeschooled in Natchitoches, Louisiana. And you're tuning in with Storytime with Mr. Lamata. Storytime with Mr. Lamata.
Welcome back indeed. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. And we did ask you indeed at the beginning today, what is the state flower where you are? Today we're showcasing the California poppy, which is our state flower out here. So how about you, where you are? And thank you indeed for all the wonderful messages in there too. We get to see all the different ones, learn about your part of the world. And we can see there Megan and Ari sharing with us that Kentucky state flower is the giant goldenrod. Thank you so much for sharing that. Absolutely appreciate you. And we see too that Erin and Clara are sharing as well. They're telling us that the Mayflower and is the state flower of Massachusetts, and of course too that the garter snake that was found this morning is the state snake. Well, thank you so much for sharing. Absolutely appreciated. What is the state snake where you are? And then I think Sarah and Nathan told us it is the blue violet for Illinois. Thank you so much for being here. And just the others too that I have over here. The camellia is for Alabama. And then Alaska is the forget-me-not. And yeah, and there are a few others as well on there. So yeah, definitely pull out those lists today and just go through and see some of that is there. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. I am doing well. Mateo and Leon, thank you so much for joining in, and hopefully see you soon. Thank you for being here with us on Storytime. I hope that you enjoyed our book for today, which was Like the Moon Loves the Sky. And of course, tomorrow we are back with another exciting book. And you might notice again too the illustrations, familiar illustrations of Mehrdad Amini. And this one we're reading is Yo Soy Muslim, which is written by Mark Gonzalez. So join us tomorrow and enjoy this one as well. Learn together. And of course, this one is called Yo Soy Muslim, a father's letter to his daughter. Thank you so much for being here on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you, and I'm glad that we're here. Miss you too, Mateo and Leon. Thank you so much for being here on Storytime. Let us see one more time what's coming up here on Storytime. Lots of events to look forward to. Many people coming our way. Guests lined up for May. It is a packed month, so keep an eye out. You see everybody else that will be joining us here. And of course, the one that we've been talking about the most, of course, is May 11th. We do have Jack the Library Cat, and of course, Marietta Apollonia will be here on Storytime. So get excited for that one. I am excited, and I cannot wait for you to see this book, to read it with us here, to enjoy it, and of course, to be in conversation with Marietta Apollonia. Good morning to you, Marietta. Hopefully you are fine out there in Massachusetts as well, Harvard, Massachusetts. And of course, Henry sending you love. June 3rd, Children's Book Festival is happening at Children's Fairyland, and Storytime will be there. So join us. Lots and lots of many creatives will be there. Angela Darton will be there. Mark Barnett will be there. Sean Harris will be there. Christian Robinson, Jen Vedder, big names in children's literature. They will be there with us having fun. So come and join us. Come and have fun with us. Come and get your signed copies. And of course, come and say hello. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. Tomorrow, we're back. Yo Soy Muslim, Mark Gonzalez, and of course the familiar illustrations of Mehrdad Amini, and we'll be reading this one tomorrow here on Storytime. So come and join us and have fun with us. I'll see you again tomorrow for more story time. Thank you to everybody that joined in one more time. Thank you indeed, Ari and Megan. Appreciate you. Hugs to you. We'll see you again tomorrow. Enjoy playing outside there today out in Kentucky. Thank you for being here. Amanda, West, and of course Sarah and Nathan out there in sunny and blue Illinois. Happy Tuesday to you as well. Thank you so much for joining us. And of course, Sharon Lungo, good morning to you. Thank you for being here with us on Storytime. Soraya, right here in Oakland, thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful Tuesday, and we hope to see you again for more Storytime back here tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining us. Clara and Erin, and of course, Tara McNamara out there in Massachusetts. Thank you so much for joining in. Exciting start to the day, and I hope it continues like that. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing, and we keep learning. State flower of Massachusetts is the Mayflower, and of course, we've learned too that the state flower of Illinois is the blue violet, and of course, in Kentucky, it is the giant goldenrod. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime, and of course, the flower out here in California is the poppy, the California poppy. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. Much love and hugs from me, and I will see you again tomorrow for more Storytime. Bye-bye.
Storytime with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, Storytime with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, it brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all reading? I just can't wait to be hearing Storytime with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, Storytime with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all reading? I just can't wait to be hearing and soon. Oh, Storytime with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing